Whenever an ideological question comes up, I asked Twitch chat what to do about it, and you guys have been really malevolently oriented. At least you were last week. Who knows what'll happen this week? Yeah, but yeah, you guys were really pushing the malevolence. Now, if I recall correctly, it would be kind of nice to hit the next level of benevolent to get the 10% research bonus. Looks like we have 10 points to spend. If we can get another 20 points of benevolence, we can get a 10% research bonus. But other than that, it's going to be okay to keep going down to malevolent, right? If that's how people want. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be a case-by-case basis. Maybe we have different people watching this week than last week. Could happen. Could definitely happen. Hey, thanks for the raid. A kiss for luck. Who's playing some more Stardew today? Excellent, excellent, excellent. I was all about that pragmatic life. Pragmatic, if I recall correctly, I feel like either in sort of vanilla release of Galciv 3, or perhaps it was just in previous versions of Galciv, it felt to me that, like, Pragmatic was, like, the stronger one. I think the Pragmatic one had, like, the research boost or something like that. And the thing is, now, all the ideologies they're super good and super strong and have interesting possibilities. Anyway, this is our space over here. Here's our homeworld of Quillian. It's a size 16 world. We got a fair amount of room to still go ahead and develop over here. We've got ourselves one shipyard right there. We've also gone and settled the Garden of Sinners planet over here. Class 9 planet, which is pretty good. It's got some Promethium on here as well, which will be nice. We're just starting out. We just recently settled over here. Approval is a little bit low because we don't have any morale boosting buildings, and we do have 3 population. So we have 0.9 points of approval, and that's it. Yeah, and we have 3 pops, so the unrest is pretty high. We might have to lower our tax rate a little bit. I'm trying to remember, on our planet of Quillian, approval's pretty high here, although it will drop a little bit as our population grows, so it might be okay to still drop some taxes. We're gonna have to see. I'll have to admit, Quillian is only okay. I'm just too lazy to move. I love how we get feedback about our populates over here. Oh my god, it's under my head. Right there. Boop! Right over there. It's excellent. What do the people on Garden of Sinners say? I thought I'd like living on Garden of Sinners at least a little bit. Turns out I just despise it a lot, is what Steph Musavi has to say about living over here. Now, we are going to expand again right away, because we did find another planet over here. So if you haven't noticed, when you zoom in, like, the game can be absolutely lovely. You can pan around. It's like, oh, gorgeous. Of course, I'm going to go and mostly play from, is it F1? I don't remember the hotkeys to reset the view. There are definitely hotkeys for it. I don't remember what they are. I'm mostly going to play out here so that we get the like little symbolic representation of stuff, because it's just really easy to spot what's going on. So this is another planet here. We've got Barissa 2, class 9 planet. It's a breadbasket planet, so it's good for food and growth. And so what I'm going to do over in our shipyard, I've gone and put a colony ship first in the queue. Now, I was tempted to go ahead and accelerate this so that we get the colony ship sooner, but if we're going to go and drop the tax rate, and let's do that. Let's drop it down to about 20%, which will help to offset some of the morale problems here. Are we still making money? No, now we're losing money, so we might want to just bank it. Oh yeah, apparently our Citadel and Eve will poop out an asteroid belt on Saturday. How do you know it will poop out an asteroid belt? That's cool. I did log into Eve this morning. I'm getting myself set up to flying around some bigger ships. We'll talk about that more at some point. We'll have to do another Eve stream or Eve videos or something at some point. We'll see. Galciv or Stellaris, which you like better? Ooh, that's really tough. Probably Stellaris. I mean, I have played a lot more Stellaris than Galciv, but Galciv is a very solid game. Anyway, I guess I won't boost the production of this colony ship. It's only going to take 2 turns, and that's going to be okay. Now, we do have some idle ships here, including some constructors. Now, the constructors, we definitely want to have them go out and acquire more of these mining spots. We've got one going over here to grab the Durantium. Maybe what I'll do is I'll send a constructor out here right away. We know we're going to want a constructor, a starbase in range of the Ascension Crystal, just in case we decide to go that Victor route, especially since I thought we saw another one. I might be going... No, I guess I'm just crazy. I'm thinking of a game I was playing offline, I guess. And this can also become an economic starbase to boost this planet or something like that. Citadel can mine a chunk of moon... mine off a chunk of moon and make it an asteroid belt. Really? Holy cow, that's cool. Ha! That is super awesome. Now, we do want to go ahead and grab a construction ship over here, too. So, antimatter, Illyrium, Durantium, all these are special resources that we will use for a large variety of things. If nothing else, fancy schmancy ships. Planetary thought leaders. Being Magazine has released its list of the most influential thought leaders in our galaxy, the ones most capable of managing our affairs for us. So I guess we're in second place, or our planet's in second place. There's other planets that we don't know about yet. We haven't actually met anyone yet in this game. Is this Mapuche in space? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, colony ship's going to be out next turn. Boop, 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 boop. We've got plenty of scouts going around. So we've got a survey ship, 2 scout ships. Oh, we found the Musquidian Expanse! Hey! Greetings, Quillian. If you share our values, we will be loyal friends. If not, we are so pleased to meet you, Agamida. Oh, and we're going to load the colony ship. I'm going to go in and actually not load a lot of people onto the colony ship. We're going to leave lots of people on Quillia and start with a lower population in our new colony. So do we know anything about where they are? No. We met them, but that's about it. So we can try some diplomatic stuff. We're cordial right now. They're first in everything right now. Oh, out of everyone we know, they're first in everything. Okay, but yeah, I'm willing to bet galactically we're not running that well. Oh, can we get a report on ourselves? Oh, there's a good way to review our stats. There we go. That's us. So the Musquidian Expanse over here. They are clever, influential, resilient, adventuresome, observant. They're aquatics. They started with a survey ship. They're expansionist and opportunistic. If they see weakness, they will take advantage. We do have the same government, so that's going to help a lot. I can't speak to them right now because I don't have a universal translator, so we might finally start researching that. We're currently working on extreme colonization, but you know what? We'll put a pin in this for a second. We don't need it right now. I'm going to go and switch over to the universal translator because we want to be able to talk to our neighbors. And over here, let's keep scrooching over this way because we might be able to grab an extra resource within our range. Maybe not, but all right. We'll just go and build a starbase here. It's our first starbase! We haven't built one yet? Oh! How excite! All right, thanks, Combat Zorg. Is this going to be another aggressive pacifist game? Maybe? We don't know yet. Your people have had permanent structures in space before, but nothing like this. More than a facility, more than a place to build ships. This starbase is an extension of your very civilization. Everything you do, everything you're proud of, everything you and your people are will exist here. Mostly it's going to be here to mine some rocks for us. But there you go. Oh, this is what our starbases look like? Neato! Oh, because you can choose different, like, basic ship designs for things. This actually seems like a fairly practical design for some things. Interesting. So we're going to have this be a mining ring on our starbase over here is what we're going to add. That way we can mine the Durantium for us. But you can see we can dedicate other types of mining rings, or other types of rings to our starbase. So there you go. There's the mining ring around the core of our starbase over here. We'll be able to feed in some more upgrades here. Later on, like at very least, we could do the starbase defense system if we had Durantium, Illyrium, and antimatter. But again, that's going to start accruing. You can see we've already got some Durantium over here, and that's just going to go up over time. We are now getting a Durantium every turn from various traits over here. I guess if I had built the starbase a little closer, we might have been able to bring these asteroids online a little sooner. Speaking of asteroids, we're going to go ahead and build a mining base around these asteroids, and when Garden of Sinners borders expand a little bit more, then we'll be able to pull in some asteroid stuff from over there. So Idle Ship, that's the colony ship over here. We're going to send you over to Barissa 2, which we will rename once we land on. Other than that, I still have construction ships queued up over here. Construction ships do require administrators. So do our colony ships, although because we have the colonizer traits, we get the colonizer administrator refunded to us once we colonize the planet, which is going to be really good and help us to spam out a few more construction ships, basically. Right now, there are no other colonizable planets that we know about. We might want to get some extra scouts or a second survey ship or something, but we can wait on that a scooch longer. Let's go ahead and advance time a little bit. Do you own... I have all the expansion Far Berserker, Crusader, and Inquisition. So there's our first Durantium mine just came online. I love these visuals. Your mine has returned with the first load of Durantium ore. Rocky debris, laced with a telltale silvery gold flicker. More dense and resilient than anything your people have seen before. It will enable new types of manufacturing in ship hulls. And honestly, these different type of ores really just make me want to play Aurora 4X again. Soon. At some... Well, maybe not soon, but at some point. And meanwhile... Okay, we're going to need another decision from you folks. In an interview, you ask what you feel the citizens of Garden of Sinners, our planet, most need to succeed as we explore the galaxy and ignore alien species. We can either say we need hope, determination, or high-powered weapons. So each one of those is linked to 5 bonus points towards an ideology. Hope would give us a free survey ship, determination would give us a free colony ship, and high-powered weapons would give us a free military ship. And everyone's spamming 3. We did get one call for determination. Some 1s and some 2s, a lot of 3s. The thing is, if it wasn't for the fact that we just built a colony ship, the colony ship would sort of kind of be a no-brainer, even though grabbing pragmatic points really isn't going to help us right now. But yeah, if you had a planet to settle, but we don't. I mean, the survey ship could be also really handy. We could run a straw poll. There are a lot of 3s early. There's a little bit more 1s now. My pragmatism demands 3. What do I prefer then? Let's say I'm going to tiebreaker since it's a little bit mixed up. Maybe we'll grab the survey ship, and that will put us 15 points away from getting the plus 10% science. I think the survey ship is handier right now, so we're going to do that. But we know the Musquidians, wherever they are opportunistic. We will need some military ships to defend our borders. So here's our survey ship over here. It's got 5 movement, which is good, decent range, and it can get more anomalies for us and scout at the same point. So we'll put survey on. If it's got something to survey, it will do that. Otherwise, it will just go and explore, and that's going to be okay. You can see our borders expand out from our star bases over here, and influence is another way to influence. Damn it! Damn it! We should have gone colony ship! Of course, some games, you just now find any colonizable space. And they're all, if you do, it's all like a radioactive, barren world, everything's terrible. The second we move, we find another planet. Still, what's nice about this one is it's sort of close to the edge of the galactic map over here, which means it's unlikely that someone will snag it from us. Not necessarily, it might be someone up here, but we might have a little bit more time. I think I'm still going to go ahead and just get the constructors going rather than rush out another colony ship, but we will see. So here's another constructor here. We've got one going over here, which is nice. That's a survey. I think we might want to go and constructor right over here and get the antimatter and Illyrium going on. Durantium's kind of potent early on, but no, I think this is going to be okay. Doesn't really matter where we position it between these. I'll put it here. It'll help us maybe merge up these borders. Quill's pacifism is going to lead to genocide once again. Maybe. Yeah, the colony ships are quick to build. It's mostly like the fact that, yeah, the population cost probably. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plop down this ship over here. So we're going to build. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a xenoarchaeology lab. That will let us work the Ascension Crystal. Or there's other things that could be done as well. We're going to do that. Now, you can have a second ring. I'm not going to use it right now. And the reason is we're probably going to want to build an economic ring over here. Because the economic ring boosts the production of the planet. It's not available right now because there's not an inhabited planet right now, but as soon as we've colonized it, we'll be able to do that. We've got a new citizen coming up. We can train the citizens currently as an administrator, which gives us more administration points for space stations and whatnot. A worker, which will boost our social construction. That's buildings by 3% empire-wide, or you put them on a planet and it's 30% boost, which is pretty good. A scientist, which is 3% boost just research colony-wide or civilization-wide, or 30% on a planet, which is good. Later on, we're going to get tons more different leader options. I feel like getting scientists is probably good, and we should probably put the scientist on our home world, because that's where most of our science is going to happen for a long time. So I think I'm going to do that. I think this is our citizen here, Sammy Mirk. Yeah. Science? When do we ever not want science? Well said, Kane. So we're going to train science. Well, money. Money is actually going to be kind of a tight thing later on. But yeah, I think I'm going to go and actually appoint you over here, Sammy, to Quillia, because I think the 30% here is going to be better than 3% empire-wide, at least for now. I'm going to do that. Oh, there's actually a shadow of a moon. Did you see that? There's actually an eclipse, a shadow of a moon going by our planet there. Ah, that's so cool. So we're working on our research, Xeno research laboratories, and then the Xanthium extractor over here, which is fine. I could go and spend some money to rush a few things some places, but Approval here is still pretty terrible. One of the things we definitely have to get... Oh yeah, the Intimidation Center boosts morale. I forgot about that. Yeah, we're gonna have to build an Intimidation Center. What kind of adjacency does it have? Has more bonuses to approval, which we may not need. I think I'll build the Intimidation Center sort of by itself over here. Actually, over here. It takes, oh yeah, 39 turns. We probably are going to want to focus on more production. Well, okay, no, I built the space elevator, which is some, and we got the factory, which is a bit more. Yeah, but the social construction is really bad. We really just need a lot more production. It's a deep core mine. You can only have one per planet. If I built it here... space elevator... Oh, no. I think what I want to do is get a planetary soil upgrade. That's right. I want to go and clear this tile. So this will give us an extra tile to use. It'll be between the factory and the space elevator, and we can build the deep core mine there, so they'll all give each other's pluses to production. Yeah, that's... I think that was the plan we came up with last time, which is going to be good. So, we've got you. Hit the turn. Close to colonizing. Musquidian Expanse has captured an Ascension Crystal. Oh, that's them! Oh, they went and colonized that planet right away? And the moon? Oh, they already had this. We'd spotted one of these. Okay, so this is all their territory anyway. We would have never been able to get that planet. Thanks, Mako! Yeah, we would have never been able to get this. Still, now we've already got some sort of contention for space. We're going to get a constructor to Durantium right away and try to claim that for ourselves. Also set up a bit of a border. And we will have to worry about our military sooner rather than later. Dang. Unknown civilization built the Hyperspace Project Galactic achievement. Ooh, we've received reports of pirates. These scavengers destroy anything they come across. Alright. So soon. Okay, we've got our... Universal Translator, so now we can actually initiate conversation, which is going to be good. Now, we still need morale boosters for one, and yeah, some ship stuff would be nice. I don't remember. If we go to Tech Tree, and we go to, probably under Governance? Actually, maybe not. Healing pools. Healing pools are good for morale. Yeah, there we go. I think what kind of buildings are available depends on who you are. So we're going to research Xenocommerce, which will also give us trade licenses, so we can start trading and get a lot of money that way. And the healing pools can boost our morale. So we need money, we need morale. I think it's great. We're actually making money right now. No, we're still losing money. I guess our money's going up, probably because we're popping all kinds of things with our survey ships. How important are the non-big DLCs for this game? I don't think they're particularly critical. This shipyard here is idle. I think what we want to do is keep popping out constructors. If you take a look at planets, so we're going to go and colonize this planet. Let's do it now just to get it out here. I'm going to name you... Actually, let's grab a name from the chat. So the latest subscriber who said something in the chat would be... It's Kane! Kane 20C. Boom. Ooh, we have a new decision. Comet. Comet sighted. -1 stability, you guys. A comet has re-entered the solar system after a 50-year absence, throwing a primitive local species into a frenzy. They apparently worship this regularly returning visitor as a god. Your scientists report, however, that this comet is at least partially artificial, a relic apparently left in the Oort cloud by an advanced species. There may be some salvage potential in it, provided, of course, that we're willing to kill a god to get it. Oh my god, when they word it that way, I just have to do it now. What are your orders? We're not going to throw these poor people into more confusion than our presence has already caused. Study the comet remotely, but don't do anything to disturb the object. +10 benevolent, +20% research, I believe on this planet specifically. Option 2. We'll let the comet pass through the system unmolested this time, but once it's no longer visible from ground, go ahead and salvage it. Then go drag another one out of the Oort cloud and put it in the same orbit. That would be +10 pragmatic, +10% research, -100 credits. Or, option 3, Kill the god, tell them we did it. Mount part of the comet on a spike outside of her colony as well. Plus 10% malevolent, plus 10% research. So no matter what, we get plus 10% research. Oh, this would give minus 20% approval? You guys see that? Minus 20% approval? That's poop. That is terrible. I mean, hilariously funny, but I'm not putting up with that. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the benevolent option, since there's literally no reason not to do it. It's too bad it doesn't give us an approval bonus. I mean, that we killed a god. That should be impressive to people, right? I'm gonna have to go 1. Like, we don't need the pragmatic points. Everything gives us the research bonus. Like, the pragmatic answer is to choose benevolent. So we're doing that. But I want to get back on the malevolent trait soon, and maybe some pragmatic at some point, but... Bah. Yeah, that was a bad choice. I think that event could be reworked to be a little bit more interesting. What do we have here? We have Ancient Ruins, a bonus to research on this tile. And remember, we're getting a 10% research bonus on the planet. Cane, even though it's a breadbasket world, which is funny because it doesn't actually have anywhere I can grow food. Okay. I think it's going to be our research capital in a very serious way. Now, I am going to start with some sort of production boost. Probably deep core mine, plus 2 social construction, so we can build buildings faster. I'll put it adjacent to our capital because they'll buff each other. So just a little bit of early construction. In fact, I think I'm going to rush the deep core mine. That, I think, is going to be grand. And I think after that, I'm just going to focus on... Well, I guess the center tile itself gets the bonus research. This would give bonus to wealth adjacency, but in practice, the research building itself gives adjacency bonuses to research. So we'll probably just build a bunch of research stations over here. Maybe it's a typo. It should be a brain basket. Wait, I come and you kill a god? No, we let the god live. We're benevolent. Ish. So we'll do that. We will want a shipyard over here because Kane, I think all of our planets are too far apart to really share a shipyard like for sponsoring, which is a little unfortunate but not a big deal. And we'll deal with the queue after. So we got this constructor. I want to go and claim this Durantium ASAP. Brissa has another planet. Well, hell. And the shipyard is idle, so okay, we'll queue up another constructor. Or sorry, another colony ship is what I meant to say. Oh, which is what I did. Okay, good. Excellent. And then afterwards, I wanted to say queue up a constructor, so that's good. We'll go and colonize Barissa 1, Barissa Prime, which of course we'll rename at that point. So this starbase over here, okay, just reaches this, thank goodness. Because now I can get a economic ring, which gives the planet... or all planets within range, which will be 2 as it turns out, a 2.5% boost to their raw production, as well as more influence growth. And then we'll be able to keep leveling those higher and higher and higher. So we're going to do that, and that's going to be great. So this system over here is going to be fantastic. I like the music in this game, too. So I'm going to go and build a starbase right over here, claiming the antimatter and the Illyrium. So that's going to be a mining ring. And we'll get a cutscene about that. Incoming message. We are losing money at an alarming rate. Are we, though? Well, we are. I'm going to leave the tax rate low for now. Even though we don't have elections, our people are still mostly cranky. Well, Kane's at 100%. It's Garden of Sinners that's super cranky. You know what? I really can go and adjust this upwards. 30% tax. Now, our approval is still super high. Well, your population's not very high, so that's part of it. But Quillian is still at 95%. And Garden of Sinners, yeah, 36%. But we're going to get healing pools soon. So it's going to be okay. I chose military base instead of mining? Whoops. I did. I'm going to decommission this. It does mean we have to rebuild it, which is kind of annoying, but I wouldn't have been able to put another starbase right there. There would have been range issues. It's okay. What happens when I'm trying to play a little too quick and talk at the same time as I'm doing things. Constructor over here, so we're going to build. I'm going to click mining. Done. Ooh! Long live the Emperor! The ascent of a new Emperor to the throne has provoked widespread celebrations throughout the Empire. Citizens everywhere are convinced they'll like him much better than the last guy. Global effect, 25% approval for 10 turns. And it'll turn out that the new boss, same as the old boss, because that's the way it always works. So, I can only build one subspace resonator anywhere. Seems like this is going to be a fine place to build it, because we are currently doing primary ship construction here. Although there's no adjacency bonus we can really take advantage of here, which is a little unfortunate. I can build a city here, although we're still not reaching our population cap. Oh, I want an intimidation center. I'm going to want an intimidation center on all my planets. Because I'm going to build it over here. We can build a healing pool next to it. So after they get re-educated, they can go and heal up from the damage. Merciless culture production. So Ascension Crystals, we've acquired 3 in total. We've got 2.6 Durantium in storage, so more of that will accrue. Next turn. There's our survey ships running around. Oh, maybe it hadn't updated the morale yet. Garden Sinners is less happy than before. What we'll probably do is rush by the healing pools as soon as we get the ability here. That'll make a big difference. We've got some thulium over there. Okay, yeah, we'll try to get a little bit of everything. Oh, expand the mining. Oh, you're right! We reached over here. Now, we don't have a ton of money. Oh, new decision! Meanwhile, a group has begun to protest the resources that are being spent exploring the galaxy. They argue that those resources are better spent improving the lives of those on Quillia. A, or 1, allow them to present their opinions before the budget committee. +5 benevolent, -5% income on affected planet. 2, they can protest, but arrest anyone who goes beyond that. +5 pragmatic. Finally, 3, if they want to improve the planet, put them to work doing exactly that. +5 benevolent, +5 production on affected planet. Yeah, slaves! No, they're just, they're just helpful, social-minded people who are going to help us improve the planet. Excellent! It's a good way to deal with protesters. Okay, Xenocommerce is kicked in, which is lovely. Now, I could go back to work on extreme colonization, but we still don't need it right now. Since we've been warned of space pirates and a few things like that, and we know that the Squidians are opportunists, I'm wondering if we pick up militarization to gain access to lasers, like different types of lasers and missiles and railguns and stuff. There's interstellar travel over here, which is going to be more boosts to our ships in a variety of ways, which would be good. Orbital manufacturing will also be good because of accessing small hull. We basically will probably want all 3 of these. Well, militarization and orbital manufacturing, and then we can build small, because right now we only have access to tiny hulls. This will give us access to small hulls and some lasers, and then we could build like some basic defense ships for our planets. I kind of feel like that might be what goes on. Just because I'm worried about pirates. I think I'm going to start with the orbital manufacturing. And I think we're going to build a couple more constructors. We'll use up the last of our administrators here. Well, we're going to get one back, I think, when we settle our colony. And we're going to claim a few more things. So constructor ship here. Hold on. Do we have a colony ship going there? Yes, we do. So we're going to go back over here and rebuild that. You like that, Ascension? Yeah, we're, yeah. Orbital manufacturing is done. And yeah, I'm going to grab militarization. Trade offer. So, they want xeno-experimentation, as well as some money. In exchange for that, we'll get open borders. It's mutual open borders, which can make us friendlier. And they'll give us militarization. Now, xeno-experimentation would take us 5 turns to do. Militarization would take us 3. We definitely lose out on this deal. And open borders is nice. Like, we got to pay them as well. That being said, I would like to make friends.